Hello and welcome back to the weekly news on Cars.co.za. I'm David Taylor, and in this week's episode, the Hilux Legend 55, Gazoo Racing Sport Fortuner, a brand new off-roader Chinese SUV, and pricing for the Mitsubishi Outlander Sport. Let's go.
Think of a car, any car, yes. Cars.co.za. Let's find what moves you.
You may recall our detailed article, Cars Coming to South Africa, and seen my video on it. And rightfully, many of you called me out going, Dave, you've barely touched on Toyota. What is going on with South Africa's biggest brand? And look, you're correct. But the thing is, Toyota likes to keep its cards to its chest, and it saves all of the goodness for State of the Motoring Industry, which is its annual event. SOMI, as it's commonly known, it unpacks the previous year's sales figures, the highlights, predictions for the new year. But critically, all of the new products for South Africa are shared, and there's some exciting stuff coming. But two locally built products have caught my eye. The first of this is the Toyota Hilux Legend 55. And by rights, based on how old the Hilux is, this is meant to come out last year. But we're not going to get semantic about this. This is what it is, Legend 55. And it will be going on sale locally in 2025. But what makes the Legend 55 special? First up, there's this new color. It's like a blend of dark blue, dark green. I've never seen anything like this on a local Toyota product. Next up, it's a wide body configuration. Right now, that's only reserved for the GR Sport to make those nice big wide looking buckies. It's going to have its own sports bar, its own unique wheels, and its own styling package. Right now, there's no engine details, but we're hoping it's going to have the 2.8 turbo diesel, but cranked up to 165 kilowatts and 500 newton meters, much like the flagship GR Sport. Naturally, all of you people just want to know how much it's going to cost, and I'm going to say it's a bit too early for that. Like I said, we're only expecting this thing around June, July of this year, but I think it'll be cheaper than the flagship GR Sport, you know, the one with the fancy suspension and body kits and whatever. But critically, I think this will be a massive sales success, and we don't have to look too far back. The Legend 50 was extremely popular, and for some time, stock was actually sold out, and the factory had to play catch up. But at this point, cynically, you could say, but isn't there a new Hilux coming? Yes, you're right. There is a new Hilux coming, but we're only expecting that in 2026. But if you're in the market for a new bucky, what do you want to do? Do you want to buy a Legend 55 or do you want to wait a year and go for the all-new Hilux? Let me know in the comments below. Now, the second car that caught my eye at SOMI was this. This is the Toyota Fortuner GR Sport. This one's confirmed for a showroom arrival in the first quarter, so yeah, pretty soon actually. And like all GR Sport products, it's mostly visual, but I'm hoping there's going to be some engine punch as well. I mean, in an ideal world, we'd have the 165 kilowatt, 500 newton meter 2.8 diesel. But right now, it's all about the GR Sport badging, some tasty wheels, little body kits, and inside you'll get some nice seats. And expect to see that in showrooms very soon. On to the next story. And Chinese brand BAIC, or BAIC, I'm still trying to work out which one's which, they've quietly confirmed this sharp-looking off-roader for our market this year. It's called the BAIC B30. I mean, some of the branding says BJ30, but you can imagine the connotations. But locally, BAIC has said this is going to be the B30. It'll be available in standard internal combustion power, that's a 1.5 turbo, as well as that same engine with an electric assist as a hybrid. I don't know about you, but I really love the styling of this off-roader. I mean, we'll put some beautiful B-roll footage there. At 4.7 meters long, that puts it slightly larger than your Kia Sportage, Hyundai Tucson, Toyota RAV4, Volkswagen Tiguan. So I think photos don't really do this thing justice. I think it's bigger than it actually is. And it looks pretty versatile too. 250 millimeters of ground clearance. I think there's going to be quite an off-road bias there. And one of the coolest things I've ever seen, you can convert the cabin into a bed for those proper off-road adventurers. Finally, onto our last story of the week, and we've got pricing for the all-new Mitsubishi Outlander Sport, which replaces the aging ASX. Now, to give you some idea of how old the ASX is, I was at that launch, and that was 11 years ago, and I feel like on Wednesday, I'm going to be withdrawing my pension. Right, enough about the old stuff. How much does this SUV cost? Priced from 430,000 Rand, there's going to be 4 derivatives. All of them share a 1.5 4-cylinder naturally aspirated motor. There's going to be a CVT, and there's outputs of 77 kilowatts, 141 newton meters. It's not meant to be a sporty car. I feel like this is more a stylish and well thought out practical commuter. And the flagship comes in at 499,000 Rand. All models appear to be reasonably well equipped across the board with adequate safety connectivity across the range. Usually entry-level models, you get in and you think, oh, I actually should have paid a bit extra and got more. But I feel based on the images and the footage, that I think the average customer is going to be pretty happy. You're not going to be left wanting for more. And the standard spec of things like keyless entry, daytime running lights, reverse camera, stability control, that is awesome. But the thing I'm most excited about, there's a Yamaha-sourced audio system for the flagship. And guys, you know me, I'd much rather be comfortable and listen to great tunes than go fast. And that's this week's news in the bag. And as always, I will link additional reading and links in the description below. And hey, if you're in the market for a new or used vehicle, head on over to Cars.co.za. 71,000 vehicles to choose from. Surely you can find a new car there. I will see you next week. Okay, bye.
Think of a car, any car. Yes, Cars.co.za. Let's find what moves you.